Good morning, happy Thursday. Today is April 30th, and here are our lessons for the day. So you can find all of our lessons for the day, a brief description along with success criteria under the Thursday column in our weekly agenda that was mailed to you via email or on Monday this week and is also on Canvas. In English Language Arts, we are going to continue focusing on our writing, and today your job is to write a conclusion in your graphic organizer. And the success criteria for today is I can use the sentence stems to write a conclusion that reminds the reader of important facts and gives them a job to do. So we've spent a lot of time working on our graphic organizers over the past couple weeks, and we started with fact number 1, fact number 2, and fact number 3. And yesterday, your job was to write an introduction in your graphic organizer. And today is the day that we are finally finishing our graphic organizer and writing a conclusion. Now, the conclusion, as you can see where our arrow is pointing on the screen, is at the very bottom of our page, and it's always the last job that we do because it tells our reader that our story or our book is ending. It's over. This is the very last page in our book. And we have some sentence stems to help us out with coming up with some things to write for our conclusion or our ending. And our conclusion has 2 sentence stems, which means we need 2 sentences at least that we are going to write for our conclusion. And our sentence stems are now you know all about, you should. So I have my graphic organizer once again, and I'm ready to write my conclusion. And I know this because I have my introduction, fact 1, fact 2, and fact 3 already all filled out. So that tells me, man, now it's time for me to write my conclusion. If you don't have all of your facts written out, that could be another job that you do today so that you can get ready to write your conclusion. So I'm going to use the sentence stems at the bottom of my page to write my conclusion. But before I write, I need to reread my writing just so I can remind myself what my topic was, and it will help me think of an ending. So my writing says, did you know there are lots of interesting facts about dogs? This book will teach you what dogs like to do and what baby dogs are called. Fact number 1. One fact about dogs is they like to play outside. Another fact about dogs is they like to chew bones. A final fact about dogs is baby dogs are called puppies. So I think it would make sense for with my first sentence stem where it says now you know all about, I think it would make a lot of sense for me to say now you know a lot about dogs. And I'm going to end that with an exclamation point because I'm kind of excited about all of the information that I was able to include in my graphic organizer about dogs. And now it says you should, because my success criteria says I need to give my reader a job to do. So you should, you should go find a dog and give it a bone. Okay, so my entire conclusion says, now you know all about dogs. I restated my topic, and my second job was to give my reader a job to do. You should go find a dog and give it a bone. Gave my reader a job to do. So today, when you're writing your conclusion, make sure you're doing both of those things to end your nonfiction book. And tomorrow, we are going to be taking our graphic organizer and putting it in a booklet, just like we do in the classroom, where each part of your writing will be on different pages. Today for math, it is the exact same as yesterday. Your focus is to complete one teacher-assigned iReady lesson, and your success criteria is I can choose a strategy that makes sense and use that strategy accurately. So when you're solving math problems in today's iReady lesson, remember to choose a strategy that you know is going to make sense and use it correctly. And you can even, just like on your diagnostic, have a piece of paper sitting right next to you to solve problems and show your thinking on paper. So just one more time, this is what your screen should look like, except I have two on my screen right now because I'm not sure which lessons everyone decided to complete yesterday, because I gave you the choice. You could either choose to fluently add and subtract within 10 or add 3 numbers in a word problem. So hopefully yesterday you did at least one of those lessons and have one left to do today. And if you did both of those lessons yesterday or earlier this week and still want to do some iReady, you can get onto your MyPath lessons and do some math on iReady that way. Don't forget to read independently for 30 minutes. And if you haven't checked out Myon yet, that's a really, really great place for you to get lots of books to help you read independently during the day, and to check out our specialist websites for additional activities. I know Mr. Otley, Mr. Seidel, Mrs. Kraft, they were all so excited to be with us yesterday on our Zoom meeting and tell you all about their websites and their activities. So I know they would really appreciate it if you went over to check them out and do some things. And we have a Zoom today at 1 o'clock. I'm going to be sending a reminder on Dojo right after I finish putting this video up. So I really hope to see all of you today at 1 o'clock. Have a paper and a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or any kind of writing utensil you have with you, because we're going to be doing 2 math problems during our Zoom meeting today. And then we are going to do a read aloud. Okay, so I'm really excited to see you all for our meeting, and have a great Thursday. Bye.